trouble. Tell me the please in the daily double.
Now, Mama. You know you're not allowed to go to the track anymore.
Poison one Triple Crown contender, and everyone gets their shorts in a knot. Now, where the heck is Gomez? I have to start dinner.
That sounds like him now.
Fantastic! It's like shooting fish in a barrel.
You are shooting fish in a barrel.
Nervous little critters, aren't they? We bring the catch of the day.
Well, dump them in before the eyes go bad.
Here you go.
Oh, they look so tasty.
As Gomez is suave, as Fester is frightening. To cook up these suckers, please bring me some lightning!
Bouillabaisse fit for a king.
Or more importantly, his queen.
Gomez, darling, do you think it's true that bouillabaisse is the food of love?
For us, my darling, of course. For the red snapper, not so much. It's very simple, children. All you need is 20/20 vision, nerves of steel, and some ridiculously overpriced footwear.
Bravo, darling. May I try?
But of course, querida.
Thank you, Lurch.
Nothing but net! They don't call you Addams for the heck of it. That's all, children. That's the lesson for today.
Thanks, Father. Come to the dungeon, Pugsley, so we can practice your hang time.
Isn't it lovely that the children play so well together?
As do we, darling.
Did you say we? Sometimes that's French, you know.
There you go, overcompensating again.
What was that, old man?
According to this article I read, you two should be miserable.
What article is that, Fester?
In this month's Psychobabble Today, there's an article called The Dangers of a Happy Marriage by Dr. Pierre LeBlanc.
If our marriage is dangerous, I'm prepared to dance on the edge of doom for all eternity. Music, Lurch! To underscore this magical moment.
You don't understand. This doctor really knows his stuff. He's French, for goodness sake.
You may be onto something. If there's one thing the French know about, it's l'amour.
Nonsense. I'm sure you mean well, Fester. But Gomez and I couldn't be happier.
Well, Dr. LeBlanc doesn't think so, and neither do I. He says that to be happy, you have to fight sometimes. You know, mix it up a little bit.
Well, as much as I'd like to stay and pursue this rational line of thought, I'm due at the National Cigar Society. It's Macanudo night.
Have fun, dear.
I'm off.
I'm serious, Morticia. If you and Gomez don't start airing your problems, they're just going to, pardon the expression, fester. Righter, Lurch. How am I going to get a tension headache without the proper tension?
Would you like me to whip up some of my famous headache potion?
No, thanks. I want my head firmly attached, what with the Gomez and Morticia crisis.
Do you really think this shrink knows what he's talking about?
Of course he does. I tell you, if Gomez and Morticia don't start blowing off a little steam, their marriage is headed straight for Splitsville, and we'll be orphans.
Then we've got to do something.
I know. If we work together, we can get them into a knockdown, drag-out fight.
Then they'll yell and scream.
And kiss and make up. We'll give them the gift of an emotional roller coaster called marriage. Everyone in?
I am.
Roller coaster.
Thing? and Operation Blow Up is now in progress. Oh no, I'm choking.
Oh, dear.
Hang in there, old man.
Thank you, Gomez. That was close.
No problem. Whatever were you choking on, Fester?
A halogen bulb. I tell you, those 300 watts are killers.
Tish, how is it possible Fester's still single? Morticia, my pet, you didn't, perchance, rearrange the board just now, did you?
Gomez, my darling. You're not accusing me of fudging.
Forgive me, Angelita mia. Of course not. My king stalemates your king. It's a draw. Neither of us wins.
It had to be. We are so perfectly matched, my love. I do so feel like dressing up for dinner tonight. But I can't decide between these two. Mama?
Well, I wouldn't wear that one if I were you.
Definitely not that one.
Why?
That's the one Gomez says makes you look fat.
Gomez said that?
Yes, he did.
Really? Perhaps I should have a word with Gomez. Excuse me, won't you?
Well, I guess I could always learn to sleep sitting up.
Gomez,
Yes, querida?
is it possible that you think I'm gaining weight on my derriere?
Tish, that's French.
Please, Gomez, do you think I'm gaining weight?
I certainly hope so. Then there'd be more of you to love.
Oh, darling.
Great idea, Mama.
You got a better one, Sparky?
Well, not at the moment, but I'll think of something. Have I ever let you down before? Okay, since lunch? What about this? We put gunpowder in Gomez's cigar. When it blows up in his face, we'll tell him that Morticia did it.
You forget. He likes that.
All right. Faster here. Gomez? May I ask who's calling? The National Cigar Society. Just a minute. No, wait. Gomez told me to tell you that his wife insists he quit your stupid club. And he wants you to pay him back his dues. What can I say? She wears the pants around here.
Now you've done it. Gomez loves the National Cigar Society. He'll blow his top.
Yes?
I demand to see Gomez Addams.
You are?
I am Fidel Cohiba, the president of the National Cigar Society.
Follow me. President Cohiba.
Fidel, what brings you to our humble abode?
Mr. Addams, I have a check to cover the full refund of your dues.
But why?
Well, perhaps your wife can explain that to you. The one with the pants.
I figured Morticia had a hand in this.
Who else?
She said the society was stupid.
She did? It must be. Sorry, old pal. I'll take that check now.
And don't even think about coming back. Your inability to control your wife impugns the integrity of all the real men in the society. Good night.
Nice fellow. A little tightly wound, though.
Darling, did I hear a strange voice?
Indeed. It was the voice in my head. And it's telling me I spend far too much time at the National Cigar Society. It's also telling me we must do more things together.
Splendid. Perhaps another honeymoon.
Capital idea. Let's look into Bosnia.
Nice work, forehead.
Oh, this is not over. Desperate situations call for desperate measures. And I have a plan.
Dr. LeBlanc, there's a Mr. Fester Addams on the line. He says it's an emergency.
Isn't it always? Put him through. Pierre LeBlanc.
Dr. LeBlanc, have I got a problem for you? I just read your article and I think you're the only one that can help.
You're an astute man. What makes you think that you have marriage troubles?
Oh, it's not me. It's my brother and his wife. They're happy all the time.
Ah, a recipe for disaster. I've had 5 marriages of my own. Each one blissfully ideal, and then poof.
5 marriages? You must really understand women.
Oh, I adore them. I've dueled 3 men for women.
A true romantic. Then you must help Gomez and Morticia. Please come to the house and observe them, but don't let them know you're a doctor. Tell them you're a friend of mine.
That would be unethical. I'm sorry, you'll have to excuse me. I have another phone call.
But we can't let a beautiful woman like Morticia go through life as a lonely divorcee.
Beautiful, did you say?
Exquisite.
Ah, well, after all, I have my professional obligation. Bye-bye.
What's that you're sewing, Mama?
Oh, it's a little idea I've been working on. I call it a discomforter.
How very cutting edge.
That's the plan.
Fester, friend.
Oh, LeBlanc, oh, buddy, oh, pal.
You must be Morticia. Enchanté. It's French, and I don't care who says it.
Yes, the French are so suave, but the Castilian is so much more exciting in his ardor. Mama, this is Fester's friend, Monsieur Leblanc.
Why, you are dashing.
Thank you. Ah, what an unusual quilt. What is it made of?
Oh, I see you found the machete.
Shall we retire to the den?
But of course, so much more intimate.
Can you take it easy with the French? I'm feeling a little conflicted here.
Allow me.
Why, thank you.
I'll give Lurch a hand in the kitchen. Thing, to the kitchen.
I don't mind saying that from the moment I laid my eyes on you, I was transfixed. I find you totally captivating, Morticia.
Monsieur Leblanc, I do believe you're abusing our hospitality. I happen to be happily married.
Well, I don't mean to brag, but I've made women forget their husbands in one day.
Please, I love Gomez.
Who is Gomez?
My husband.
You see? I've already forgotten him.
Excuse me.
Men, some of you will not be coming back from this mission.
Gomez, we got trouble.
I certainly hope so.
You don't understand. Morticia and LeBlanc are getting pretty cozy out there on the couch.
No wonder. I just had the springs ripped out.
Listen to me. He's trying to break up your marriage. You got to get out there and straighten Morticia out.
I can't believe my darling Karina would even look at another man. Cad, I go now to defend the Addams' honor.
Mr. Addams, your charming wife...
I will not hear of it. You, sir, have trifled with my marriage.
Choose your weapons. These rapiers in 1 hour.
I was thinking silly string, but you're the guest.
You will rue the day that you cross swords with Pierre LeBlanc.
Not to worry. I am an Addams, sir. We live to rue.
Gomez, what are you doing?
Watch very carefully, Fester, as I slice this candle clean in half.
Poor Gomez. That guy's gonna turn him into a hacky sack.
I'm afraid you're right. As much as I adore a good duel, it pains me to think of life without my beloved Gomez. Fester, you've got to put a stop to this.
I don't know. I seem to be much better at starting things. So how's it going?
Splendid. I hope I have collision on this.
I just checked with the cemetery and it's really full. There's no room for Pierre. So I guess you're gonna have to call off the duel.
Nonsense. I'll just move Uncle Milo on top of Cousin Henrietta. Trust me, she won't mind. See? The secret is all in the wrist.
I guess you're gonna want to keep your wrist in shape then. Here. Let me massage it for you. How's that feel?
Like you're digging for bone marrow. Keep going.
Sorry, Gomez. I guess you're gonna have to call off the duel now.
Not when I still have one good hand. Well, what do you know? I'm ambidextrous. Equally skilled both hands.
Yeah, equally awful.
Monsieur Leblanc, would you care for some tea?
Merci.
De rien.
Please, Morticia, speak English. It sets my soul afire.
Monsieur Leblanc, about this duel.
You will not talk me out of it. In 3 strokes, you will be a widow.
How fortunate I look good in black. Well, since I cannot talk you out of it, then we must plan for our honeymoon.
Yes. Where shall we go?
Well, I've always liked Bermuda.
Islands.
Triangle. But Fester, Mama, and the children have their hearts set on an ocean cruise.
Excuse me.
Fester has a thing for Kathy Lee Gifford.
They cannot come on our honeymoon.
But they must. We're the Addams. We're inseparable. And with Gomez gone, we'll have to stick together. And to you.
This is not exactly what I had in mind.
Don't worry, darling. In a few years, they'll grow on you. Like a fungus.
You know, maybe this whole duel business is a bit impetuous. And I suddenly remembered my fear of intimacy meeting in... Oh my, I'm late. Say goodbye to your lovely husband for me. He's a lucky man.
And I'm a lucky woman.
Where is he? I'll cut his heart out and wear it on my sleeve.
You're too late, my love. He just left. I'm afraid he turned out to be a coward.
He was afraid of me. I knew it.
Yes, darling. He was very, very afraid.
Oh, Tish. I'd be lying if I wasn't a little disappointed. I find the idea of potentially dying for you incredibly romantic.
You always do.
You're absolutely right, Querida. I must become less predictable. Dance?
Tango?
Not tonight, my love. Tonight, we get jiggy.
Shot an apple off his son's head.
Could you pass me the moon block, my love? I believe I may have been out here too long.
It's so gratifying to see the children take such a keen interest in history.
It says here...
Now, Fester, what have we decided about you and magazine articles?
I know, but I'm taking this Cosmo quiz, and I'm starting to think that my love life isn't all that it could be.
Don't be ridiculous. Right now, you don't have a love life.
Good point. Thanks a lot, Gomez.
That's gotta hurt.
And yet, such a small price to pay for learning the classics.
How did we become so blessed, cara mia?
Sometimes it's better not to question, darling. Sometimes it's better just to revel in the glory that is our love.
this.
Wonderful, darling.
I wish that doctor could see him now.
What doctor?
The doctor that said that our family was unbalanced. Gomez has plenty of balance.
Right you are. In fact, I think I'm finally ready to balance Mama's hatchet collection. Cousin Ed!
Cousin Ed, what's wrong?
They threw eggs at you at your audition for the community theater?
Wow, they must have really liked you.
You're perfect for the role of Hamlet. Don't say that, Cousin Ed. You're not useless and good for nothing.
You're good for something. We just don't know what it is.
You poor dear. Maybe you should go lie down in your broom closet.
I think Cousin It would make a fine Hamlet. He looks great in tights.
If only we could find a play that would showcase Cousin It's unique talents.
Querida, I've got the perfect solution. No. No. No! I know it's in here somewhere.
Keep looking, darling.
Ah, here it is.
Death, Demise, and Destruction, a romantic comedy by Gomez Addams.
I wrote it when I had aspirations of being a playwright.
Darling, what stopped you?
No talent. So what do you say we rent a theater and give Ed a starring role?
Gomez, that's a wonderful idea. All we need now is a director.
You're right. Someone fresh. Someone who's just starting out. Someone who's willing to jump at the chance to work in community theater. Hello? Steven Spielberg? Have I got a play for you? Excellent. Thank you very much. Finally. After being turned down by 50 directors, I got the one I wanted. Ed Lumet.
Ed Lumet. Ed Lumet.
Tish, that's French.
Darling, please try to focus.
I am.
Now, about this director.
You remember Ed Lumet? Death of a sales clerk? Cabernet? He had that nervous breakdown in the 80s and forgot his name.
That's right.
Believe it or not, he has absolutely nothing to do this year, and his manager says he's dying to do the play.
I would rather die than do community theater, Miss Frey.
Well, you're gonna do time if you don't pay your bills. Oh. You haven't worked in over 15 years. Think of the novelty.
No.
Think of the stage lights.
No!
Think of the money. $100,000.
The show must go on.
Maybe it won't be so bad. After all, Mr. Addams assures me he's got a top-rate cast.
Now, Morticia, you'll play Bloody Belthusa.
Ooh.
And Pugsley, you'll play Nurse Catherine.
Huh? Darling, don't you think Wednesday should play the nurse?
I don't know, Tish. I was thinking of her for Old King Fright.
But Wednesday had her heart set on playing a nurse.
Let me heal thee.
Maybe you're right.
Gomez, can I play Uncle Rankle?
Rankle? The bald homicidal maniac who loves his criminal girlfriends almost as much as his homemade bombs? Sorry, Fester, but I don't see you in that part. In fact, I'm considering Cousin Ed.
What?
You think you can handle it, Cousin Ed? It calls for a real dramatic flair.
Excellent, Cousin Ed.
I was really thinking the part called for someone more like E.
No! Cousin Ed's our man. But you could be his understudy.
So, if something happens to Cousin Ed, then I would play Rankle?
That's right.
Come on, Cousin Ed. Let's go to the dungeon. I'll help you rehearse.
Darling, I think Cousin Ned has finally found himself.
Which isn't easy under all that hair.
One more time, but with feeling.
I, Nurse Catherine, will free you from your bondage. But first, let me give you some wounds so I may heal them.
Very convincing, Wednesday. But it's not in the script.
I know.
Darling, Mr. Lumet is going to be here any minute. Perhaps we should assemble the others.
Capital idea.
You rang?
Call Cousin Ed, will you, Lurch?
Gone.
Nonsense. Have Fester help you look for him.
Gone too.
Gone? But who will play Rankle?
Me?
What is it, Thing? They're in the dungeon. Thank you, Thing.
Ouch! Do it again!
Fester, this is no time for a nap.
Nap? Lurch hit me on the head and tied me up so he could play Rankle.
Really? I didn't know he had it in him.
Here comes the big ham now.
Oh. Welcome. You must be Mr. LeMay. I'm Gomez, and this is my lovely wife, Morticia.
Yes.
It's an honor to meet you.
Naturally. This is my manager, Miss Jane Frey.
And I'm Fester, the star of the show.
And I'm James Cameron, king of the world.
Fester, what about Cousin Ed?
Oh, didn't he get his note? He went on a surfing safari. Anyway, the key to my character, as I see it, is strictly to provide me as much stage time as possible. But I think...
Darling, what could that be?
Maybe it's one of Ama's experiments.
My heavens.
Mr. LeMay, may I present the star of Death, Demise, and Destruction, Addams.
Okay, from the top.
Dear Rankle, you must go or my father will chop you into itsy-bitsy pieces.
Cut!
Is something wrong?
Something wrong?
Sounded fine to me.
I cannot work with such a voice. It's lunacy. Lunacy! Oh, Mr. Addams, your cousin isn't fit to play RuPaul's wig!
Mr. Lumet, you hurt Cousin Ed's feelings. Please go apologize and tell him you think he's a fine actor.
Apologize? Me? Come, Miss Frey. We're leaving.
Ed, this is the first directing job you've had in years. Give it a chance.
Forget it. I'd rather direct traffic.
If I could get Cousin Ed to slow his voice down a little, would you give him a second chance?
Never.
Hello, Mr. Lumet. This is the Last Chance Collection Agency.
Oh, all right. But if that poor excuse for a Pekingese isn't speaking in a decipherable manner by the next rehearsal, I'm leaving. Oh.
Lurch, you may want to put some extra bars in the guest room.
Now slowly. The Dane in Spain is completely insane. His voice is still too high. I wish we could lower it.
Maybe we could drop him down a well. Just trying to help.
Gomez, I do remember reading that if you put marbles in your mouth, it gives you nice round tones.
Great idea, Kitita. Use mine.
Here, Cousin It, put these in your mouth. Now, the Dane in Spain. Delicious. Cousin It, you're not supposed to eat them. Now here, let's try again.
Kitita, you know what you do to me when you steal my marbles?
Try it again. The Dane in Spain is completely insane.
Dane in. Go ahead, punk. Make my day. Insane!
I think you've got it!
The Dane in Spain is...
Again.
The Dane in Spain is completely insane.
By Jove, I think he's got it! I like the way the ceiling spins.
As rotting corpses dot the landscape and vultures croak in pain, I'll think of you, my love, and all the fun we shared.
Magical. Just magical.
Dear Rankle, the Black Death is nigh. Come, let's celebrate.
Cousin Ed, where are you going?
So sorry, but rehearsal is over for today.
Fine. But bloody Belthusa hasn't spontaneously combusted yet.
Really, old man? You're not addressing a peasant. You're speaking to the star. I shall inform you when rehearsal is over for the day.
He's starting to become absolutely impossible. Isn't it wonderful?
Cousin Ed? Cousin Ed, it's time for rehearsal.
Speaking of which, I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty of making a few minor changes to your script.
I Rankle? A monologue? You've written everyone else out of the script.
I had you, dear boy. They were cutting into my stage time, which is simply not fair to the audience. Now, about my trailer.
You don't have a trailer.
Exactly. While you're out picking it up, there are a few other items I'll be needing. The list is there on the desk.
I am an artiste. I directed the best.
I'm sure Charo had her moments.
How dare you show up late to one of my rehearsals?
No one raises their voice to me. You are dismissed.
You're firing me? You can't fire me. Wait, I'm fired.
Don't be ridiculous, Mr. Lumet. You'll stay right here.
Hey, he says I'm fired. I'm fired. Did they pay up front? Oh, I'm fired. I'm fired. I'm fired. I'm fired. I'm fired.
Fired's gone.
Ta-ta!
Nice meeting you.
Cousin Ed, that was way out of line.
Excuse me, but he was limiting my artistic capabilities. Besides, what I really want to do is direct. Then again, directors don't always receive top billing, do they? Never mind. Lurch, I'm ready for my close-up.
Oh, Gomez, this is all my fault. When I changed his voice, I changed his entire personality.
It's not your fault. It's just that, well, come to think of it, it is your fault.
Does my hair look okay?
If only I could get his original voice back, I know Cousin It would be his old self again.
Be sure to get my good side.
I just hope it isn't too late. Now I realize that it was a mistake to encourage you to speak more slowly. After all, your old voice was so original, so different, so you.
True.
We must get it back. Please, repeat after me.
The Dane in Spain is completely insane.
Let's try another phrase. Try that very quickly.
The bats in a hat stay mainly on the flats. Rather a silly expression, don't you think?
Please, try to concentrate, Cousin It. Now.
Sorry, my dear, but it simply won't come out that way.
Don't worry, Pugsley. The tar will flake off by itself in a couple of months.
Wednesday, please keep it down.
I think it needs to be a little hotter anyway.
I guess the play is off. Too bad. I was really looking forward to watching it bomb.
Well, my mama always said if any of us kids got too big for our brooms, she'd run us out of town.
Perfect. Wednesday, save some of that tar and feathers for Cousin Ed.
Gomez, let's not resort to violence.
You're right, Querida. Although it would be fun watching Cousin Ed try to pull the tar out of his hair.
Darling, I think we have to be firm and simply tell Cousin It that his outlandish behavior must stop.
You're right. Then can we tar and feather him?
No. No, he isn't.
Just tell his people to call my people.
Yes, Mr. Ed. Your people call his people.
Room, it's so... right.
No need to thank me. By the way, the bill for my new limousine is on the table. I'd help you out, but as a star, it's beneath me to pay for anything. Right, Mr. Zanzibar?
Yes, Mr. Ed.
Cousin It, I insist you return this living room to normal.
Come now, Morticia. Anger doesn't suit you. Besides, Martin Slimer is stopping by, so I need to be well lit.
Who?
My poor, naive Morticia. Mr. Slimer is the Broadway producer.
No.
He also dabbles in film and television. I suppose he will offer me the role of Hamlet the moment we meet. And so I'll have to move to New York. Post haste.
I'll help you pack.
That's him.
Mr. Slimer.
Gomez, Morticia, please tell Mr. Slimer I'll be right with him.
Yes, Mr. Ed, sir.
That's fine.
Now he's got me doing it.
Are my nails dry yet?
This room is right out of the Dawn of the Dying Dead.
Why, thank you.
I'm Gomez, Addams. And this is my lovely wife, Morticia.
Ah, that's great. Look, I got a plane ticket, so where's this Mr. It?
To be or not to be? That is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune.
Amazing. Incredible. I mean, you've got the part.
I would feign surprise, but I'd rather save my performance for a much larger audience.
Whatever. We leave for Hollywood tonight.
Hollywood, but Broadway's in New York.
Madam, I produce films as well as plays. Right now, I'm casting my movie, The Hairy Beast from Hell. Mr. It is perfect in the title role.
What? The hairy beast from... me? Play the... why, you...
Cousin It, such profanity.
Please, continue.
Excuse me. Do you know who I am?
Follow me.
Could you ease up on that shoulder grip, Frankenstein?
Dear Cousin It, back to his old self. Although I must admit he would have made a very convincing hairy beast from hell.
Really? I would have cast Fester.
Look, dear, that nice Mr. Lumet has finally made his Broadway comeback with a play he wrote and directed himself.
Death, Demise, and Destruction. A biting comedy about the end of the world. That sounds familiar.
Gomez, that's your play. He stole it.
The poor man. His utter lack of talent has driven him to thievery. He should do very well in show business.
Not as easy as it looks, is it?
No, not at all.
Let's say we call it a night.
I thought you'd never ask. I'll just put these away.
No need. We'll have Lurch unhook them.
Out of my way, Fester!
Off my bed of coals.
Never!
Mail's in. Children, I see you met the new mailman.
Nice guy. Kitty liked him, too.
Off! Off! At last! I'm king of the coals!
Not so fast.
Oh, look, a letter from Grandpapa Addams.
Grandpapa Addams? How is the old charmer?
Well, let's see. Oh, he burned down his house. Again.
How do you do it this time?
He soaked the carpets in kerosene and torched them.
Accidents will happen.
Oh, look. He's coming to stay with us while they rebuild his neighborhood.
Wonderful! I'll have Lurch install an extra gas leak in the guest room.
Mother, why does great-grandpa always burn down his house?
He likes the company of firefighters. You see, he's been very lonely since great-grandmama Delilah passed away.
Poor thing. She was rollerblading with her headphones on. Didn't even hear that Mack truck.
Come, Pugsley. Let's go play in traffic. I'll let you wear my brand new blades.
You know, we could all learn a thing or two from Wednesday about being kind to others. Harder! You're not getting all the kinks in.
Poor Grandpapa Addams. I hear he visits Delilah's marble crypt every day.
Good thing he keeps it in the basement. Saves on travel time.
I know what Grandpapa needs.
Fire insurance?
Besides that, he needs to play the field, live a little.
Fester, you may be right. Darling, why doesn't Grandpapa date?
He tried, but he couldn't find anyone who would wear Delilah's wig.
He should visit Club Fed.
Club Fed?
It's the singles resort for ex-cons. You get to lie out on the rocks of Alcatraz.
I don't know that ex-cons are really Grandpapa's type.
Well, they have other ones. Club Bed? No, too risque. Club Shed? No, that's for lepers only. Ooh, I know. Club Dead.
It does have a nice ring to it. Swinging resort for singles over 50.
And a nice view of the cemetery. Gives him something to look forward to.
2 weeks at Club Dead it is. It'll be our gift.
Gomez, darling, let's not tell Grandpapa until the last day of his visit. We don't want him to think we're trying to get rid of him.
He's here! He's here! He's here! He's here! Mama! Morticia!
I'm so excited.
I'm back!
Oh, it's so good to see you.
Grandpapa. Grandpapa.
Cara mia.
Hi, Grandpapa.
Ah, there's nothing like the smell of Fester in the morning, is there?
Oh, come on.
It looks just like home. Even has smoke damage. Where's that young Gomez? Ha ha! Lurch, refreshments all around.
Good old Grandpapa. He just got here and already it's like he's head of the household.
Morticia, this living room's absolutely dreary. My compliments.
Why, thank you.
You know, you haven't changed a bit.
Neither of you. You're just as ravishing as the day you graduated from finishing off school.
Well, the formaldehyde helps.
You look old enough to be my mother.
Flatterer.
Ah, Lurch. Thank you. Hey, Lurch, you really know how to make a cocktail. Just the right amount of vermin.
So, Grandpapa, what will you be doing while you're in town?
Oh, well, let's see. Oh, yes, nothing.
Sounds like a plan to me.
It is.
By the way, I had Lurch install the deluxe rack in the guest room.
It's a good one, too. It'll numb all the feeling in your legs.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, everyone, a toast. A toast to family and, standing 3 inches taller. All aboard! Train leaving for Anaheim, Cucamonga Palace. There it is. Now, check the bus button 7411. Right on the schedule. Beautiful.
Good morning, great-grandpapa.
Good morning, children.
How was your sleep?
Why, the bed was as hard as a rock. One of the advantages of granite.
You think the guest room was nice. Wait till you see where Mother and Father are sending you.
Oh,
Huxley?
they're sending me somewhere?
Club Dead, right next to a cemetery. It's a place for older people and...
You'll have to forgive my brother. He's prone to making up stories.
An admirable trait.
Please excuse me, great-grandpapa. It's time to feed the animal. And you know how cranky Pugsley gets when he hasn't eaten.
Club Dead. Older people? A cemetery? Wait a minute. They're sending me to a nursing home.
Why would they put me in a home? It's not as though I were senile, or indigent, or a frequent guest on daytime talk shows.
Certainly they can't think I'm feeble. Maybe they think I'm old-fashioned. Thing, how could they do this to me? In 5 easy installments? Any thoughts on what I should do? Joe, that's brilliant. I'll pretend to be 50 years younger. I'll show them I'm too young to go to a home. I'll be downright invincible. Oh, my bursitis.
Cousin Winkle, sleepwalking again.
Oh! Oh! Nothing like a pre-dawn jog to put blisters on your feet.
Grandpapa, you shouldn't be jogging at this hour.
Why not?
There's no traffic.
Oh, yes.
Although it is good for spying on the neighbors.
I just can't help it. I have so much energy.
Relax. One bite of Mama's lobotomy line pie, you'll be as docile as a doorknob.
Oh, no. You can't put a man down while he's in his prime. Now, let's find Cousin Winkle. Let's go. Come on. Gomez. Where? Gomez. Oh, he's fast. Hey!
Look how nicely the hemlock is coming along.
Just in time.
Now, is it 2 parts nitroglycerin and a dash of sulfuric acid? Is it 2 parts of sulfuric acid and a dash of...
There's nothing like bench pressing 500 pounds to get the circulation going.
Yeah, I'd like to exercise too, but I'm too lazy.
What's that? Someone's birthday coming up?
No, it's a bomb for fishing.
Oh, I love the way you take the sport out of the hunt. Let me look at your handiwork. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice.
Be careful with that. We gotta let the nitroglycerin settle.
Oh, you don't have to worry. I studied ballistics. Was that statistics? Let me look at this button.
Yeah, don't touch the button. No, we gotta be very careful.
I love the stopper in there. The stopper is By George, that button really works.
Black widows make the best webs. They really catch the dust.
Hey, what's this?
Oh, dear. He's at it again. What do you think you're doing?
I can't hear you. Hang on there.
All right. Grandpapa Addams, whatever possessed you to buy a motorcycle? Why, they expose you to the fresh air as well as the sun.
And those leather trousers. How are you supposed to get scrapes with those?
I know, but it's what all the other Hell's Angels are wearing. Perhaps I could talk to them about initiating a new dress code.
Grandpapa, where's Pugsley?
Pugsley?
Yes, the two of you left this morning, remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, let me see. He was right behind me when I backed up on that freeway ramp. You don't suppose the little rebel has snuck off to school, do you? Here's our boy now. Nice looking bruises, son. Fine looking fellow, isn't he?
Fester, do you know where Gomez is? I haven't seen him since he went out looking for Cousin Winkle.
I'm sure he's fine. Or at least better than Grandpapa.
So you've noticed Grandpapa Addams' odd behavior, too?
Noticed? Morticia, face facts. He's lost it. Uh-oh, here comes the nut now.
Morticia, Fester, if anybody's looking for me, tell them I'm out dragging the rivers.
Grandpapa, aren't you a bit, well, mature to go river dragging?
Yeah. Shouldn't he be dueling windmills instead?
Nonsense! I'm as fit today as I was when I was 16.
Grandpapa, please sit down.
I'm sorry, Morticia. I've got to keep going. Going!
He's gone.
C'est la vie.
That's French. God, ami. Speak some more. Soup du jour. La plume de batante. Crepe Suzette.
Grandpapa!
Charles de Gaulle.
Grandpapa!
I'm afraid I must tender my apologies. I must have lost myself for a minute. You see, whenever I hear French, something comes over me.
Good thing Cousin Winkle came back and let me out of his coffin. Just in time, too.
Grandpapa,
Yes.
will you excuse us? I need to speak to Gomez alone.
Oh, of course.
We need to talk.
Care to join me in a nightcap?
No, thanks. I prefer to sleep in the buff.
Tish, being separated from you all day was more than I could bear.
Darling, I missed you too. But we've got quite a problem with Grandpapa Addams on our hands.
So take him off our hands. Put him on Fester's hands. Put him on Thing's hand. Put him on Dishpan hands.
Grandpapa first. Grand Passion later. And now, about Grandpapa Addams. He's been acting very strangely.
Well, he did knock me into Cousin Winkle's coffin without asking permission. You don't think he's...
I'm afraid so. The loss of his dear Delilah must have taken a greater toll on him than we thought.
Not to worry, you can come and live with us.
Darling, that's a noble idea. But I'm afraid Grandpapa may need professional help.
Then we'll hire movers.
That's not exactly what I had in mind. Narcoma Nursing Home, giving patients all the rest they need and more.
Miles from the nearest hospital, so no annoying sirens.
$100,000 non-refundable deposit.
Reasonable, too.
Call now for a doctor evaluation. I suppose it doesn't hurt to get an expert opinion.
Maybe you're right, Tish. Narcoma Nursing Home?
Well, nothing like a good river dragging to make you feel alive.
Come on, great-grandpapa. Let's go bungee jump from an overpass.
Oh, great idea. What? Why stop at an overpass? Why not leap from the tallest building? Parachute from a craggy cliff. Wade in a kiddie pool. Be force-fed in a nursing home.
Cool.
Great-grandpapa, what's wrong?
Oh, nothing. Except that Gomez and Morticia want to send me to an old folk to rot in a metal bed.
Great-grandpapa, they would never send you away.
They only do that to their male offspring after his 12th birthday.
But you said they were sending me to Club Dead.
Club Dead isn't a nursing home. It's a resort.
Club Dead? Swinging singles club for people over 50. Booze, schmooze, and snooze. Looks like they thought of everything. Ha! Let our club coordinator visit your home and plan a trip specially suited to your needs. Oh, I hope they have roast yak, pan-fried, sticks to my teeth.
But don't tell Mother and Father. They want it to be a surprise.
No, no. Don't worry, children. Your secret is safe with me.
Nurse.
Ah, Dr. Cratchit. I'm Morticia Addams, and this is my charming husband, Gomez. So nice of you to perform the evaluation.
Well, at Narcoma Nursing Home, we try to make our patients delirious. I mean, deliriously happy.
Grandpapa!
Hi, Gomez, Morticia. I love what you've done with the bed. Why, those spikes are so pointy you could puncture a lung.
Grandpapa, we'd like to talk to you about something.
Of course, I always have time for my favorite grandson and his lovely wife.
Anyway, Morticia and I have been noticing that you seem a little out of sorts lately.
Oh, thank you. I try my best.
Anyway, we think that maybe you could use a rest. A long rest.
With some professional guidance.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. When do I leave?
Then you're not adverse to the idea of going away for a while?
To the contrary, the longer the better. It's something I should have done years ago.
It's worse off than we thought. Well, then, I guess it's all settled.
Yes.
You won't regret this, Grandpapa. Dr. Cratchit, Grandpapa Addams.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Doctor.
This is the patient. Evaluation over. Let's go. Boys, take him away.
Oh, look at this. Footrests. This really is a deluxe resort.
Now, we want to be sure Grandpapa Addams is comfortable. Are the rooms nice? Are they well insulated?
Well, we have a few that are padded.
Splendid. I'll take one of those.
Let's go. Schnell!
Ta-ta!
Goodbye, Grandpapa Addams.
Don't forget to scroll. I won't.
Darling, do you think we did the right thing? That Dr. Cratchit seemed rather curt.
Always a sign of a good doctor. No bedside manner. Besides, Grandpapa really wanted to go.
True. You'd almost think he was leaving on vacation.
Tell me, are the single women of the club as attractive as Dr. Cratchit? I really love her scowl.
Why? Your head's so shiny I can see myself.
Look, dear, it's Grandpapa Addams.
Grandpapa, back already?
The club burned down. Too bad. I was beginning to enjoy those spinal taps.
How'd you start the fire this time?
Oh, I didn't. Deandra did.
Deandra?
Everyone, I want you to meet my new wife, Deandra. I took one look at her, and sparks flew. Then again, she was holding a blowtorch.
How romantic.
We leave tomorrow for a honeymoon to Africa. It's a little sunny, but I hear the brush fires are spectacular.
Funny. You remind me of someone.
A toast to one big happy family.
Cheers.
There's nothing like fishing in a dark and murky swamp to stir up the appetite, eh, old boy?
Well, I haven't had a nibble all night. Are you sure this is where they're biting?
I'd stake your life on it.
Maybe I'm using the wrong kind of bait.
Looks fine to me. Wait! I think I've got one!
Easy, Gomez. Let him run with it.
I'm wearing him down! Oh, that's it, boy. Come to Papa. There he is. Oh.
Wow, you landed a big one.
7.5 inches. That's a keeper. Well, I've caught my limit for the night. Let's get these bad boys back to the kitchen.
You know, we could probably catch more. There weren't so many of these in the way.
I do so love going through all of our past accoutrements.
Ah, the French even have a beautiful word for musty old stuff. Say it again, querida.
Perhaps later, darling. We must decide which of these treasures to donate to the charity auction.
Bric-a-brac.
Bric-a-brac? Just put it over there between the knickknacks and the tchotchkes.
Oh, look, Gomez.
Your wedding dress.
I thought it was so fashionable then. Isn't it funny how styles change?
Styles, perhaps, but you are as lovely as the day I ran you down the aisle.
Impetuous caballero mio. Oh, look, darling. All Mama had to do was look at it, and we had 7 glorious years of bad luck.
No, I don't think we can part with this. I don't think I can part with any of my memories.
Except your short-term one, my love.
Oh, Cara, let's just skip the charity. After all, they didn't even ask us to donate this year.
And isn't that odd?
Oh, Pugsley's pogo stick. Boy, did he have fun with this. I forgot Fester supercharged it.
Charity auction. It's Morticia Addams. Heaven help us, she wants to donate.
How lovely. There can never be too much charity.
In this case, I would have to disagree. Respectfully, of course.
Nonsense. Mrs. Addams, this is Ariana Puffington. Of course, we'd be delighted to accept your donations. No, I can't imagine why you were overlooked this year.
Good taste comes to mind.
Yes, of course. I'll send Mr. Hiller over with our van. And thanks so much for remembering us. Bye-bye.
Fine. Okay. But I'm bringing Big Girl with me, and if we're not back in 2 hours, I want you to call in the SWAT team.
I know. Let's donate this old wedding gift from Aunt Gretch.
Gomez, that's our 18th century crystal vase. It's worthless.
You're absolutely right, Querida. Our gift should at least have some value.
I'm donating Marie Antoinette.
Oh, Wednesday, are you sure? She's your favorite.
I know, but I feel it's time to move on. There's a certain Malibu Barbie that needs to meet Mr. Guillotine. Head on.
Oh, Wednesday, you make a mother proud. And what about you, Pugsley?
I'm donating my mobile from my baby crib.
What mother wouldn't welcome that fine addition to her nursery?
I better go see what Fester's going to give.
I wouldn't expect too much. You know, the only thing Fester likes to give is blood.
Oh, Morticia, great. Give me a hand, will you?
Fester, you should be ashamed. The entire family is organizing our donations to charity, and you're selfishly indulging in your little hobbies.
Please, Morticia, just a few thousand volts. You know how it helps me focus. Please.
Very well.
Thanks, I needed that.
Now we can discuss the items you're going to give. Why, that Iron Maiden looks inviting.
Oh, no! Not my Iron Maiden! How am I supposed to contain my dates?
Don't be silly, you still have your batting cage.
Please, Morticia, I just broke this one. It cuts off my circulation in all the right places.
Fester, I'm seeing a side of you I've never seen. A selfish, unattractive side.
Oh. Oh. Well, now I know what it really means by giving until it hurts.
That's much better. Now that nice Mr. Hiller is on his way over to pick up our things, so shut it up and bring it to the living room. You'll feel better once you know the joy of giving.
Oh, I know all about the joy of giving. I also know about the joy of making sure my stuff comes back. Ah.
What is wrong with my darlings today? Did you eat someone who disagreed with you? I forgot you're allergic to shellfish. Oh, Lurch, be a dear and run to the kitchen and bring me some yak. My little friends seem to be in a raw meat mood today.
Need shine.
You can polish Pugsley's shoes later. I'm not sure if the yak is fully rotten yet. I'd better get some old toad for good measure.
Oh, no. Pugsley! Bad fish! Bad fish! You're supposed to be man-eating, not round little boy-eating. did you? Or at least parts of you? Oh, Pugsley, son! Thank goodness you're indigestible!
Did you hear that?
Big deal.
How about that, wise guy?
Quit being such a baby. Come on.
Be my guest, Rambo.
Mommy.
Ah, don't be such a baby. Good day. We're here to pick up your lovely donations for the charity auction.
Follow me.
Put me down, please. Hey. Guys.
Hiller, old boy. Welcome back to our humble abode.
This is my associate, Big Earl.
A pleasure. Well, what do you think?
We really outdid ourselves this year.
Yes, I was afraid of that. What did you call this?
Why, it's a time machine, of course.
Can it take me to a time when I'm no longer here?
Sorry, old boy, it only goes back to the Dark Ages. But say hello to Rulin' the Ruthless Addams for me.
I couldn't take that from you. I'm sure it's much too valuable.
Nonsense, it's yours.
Well, if it's a more traditional timepiece you're after, Pugsley has one up in his room. I'm sure he'd be happy to give it to you. I'll be right back.
What a bunch of junk.
Take it away. Ew.
Come on. Out you go.
Hiller, you mad cow. You're going to love this.
Not a doubt in my mind.
Isn't it wonderful?
Well, it looks harmless enough.
Whoa! Oh, 1 o'clock.
I'll be curious to see what it brings at auction.
I'll be curious to see who it eats at the auction.
Listen to him scream.
Dear, now he's going to want the chair, too.
Here it is, the last one.
Oh, my. That's hideous. Just leave it next to the other monstrosities. Go.
You got it.
Hey!
I gotta start eating a more balanced breakfast.
Thing! Quick! Get me out of here! Now! Uh-oh. I'm stuck.
Wednesday, what are we doing again tomorrow? We're recreating the classic duel at dawn between Alexander Hamilton and Aaron Burr. Why? Let's just call it a history lesson. Weapons? Yours or mine? Yours. Dagger. Mine? Nerf ball. Okay, but I better set my alarm clock for dawn. My clock! My tiger head clock! It's gone!
Aha! This takes me back to my days as a big game hunter. I must have this, whatever the cost. Ah!
What happened to the music? I was just about to... Bust a move!
It's not working, darling. I thought the party music would coax little Pugsley down. But alas.
Still in the chimney, eh?
He's been sulking about his tiger's head clock for hours now.
It's all my fault. I should have asked his permission, but I was so sure he would have donated it.
He says it's the only thing he's ever loved.
Well, what about that crush he had on Rosie O'Donnell?
I believe the jury decided that was more of a stalking. Perhaps Wednesday could come down and light a fire under him.
No. As much fun as it would be for, this is a problem between a father and his son. Say, Pugsley, you want to go for a drive with the top down? It's raining, and the brakes are completely shot.
The poor dear's been traumatized.
I certainly hope so. Ah, querida. I must find a way to mend this terrible rift with my son.
Something funky?
Perhaps later. Right now, I'm going to the auction to bid for Pugsley's clock. But please, not a word to Mr. Addams. I want it to be a surprise.
Good luck.
Thank you. Oh, Lurch, I've got to get that clock back. If it's the last thing I do.
Do I hear 100?
100!
Sold to number 23. Thank you. And now we come to this very unique collection donated by our dear benefactors, the Addams family.
Better dust off your wallet, old boy. This next batch will knock your eyes out. In fact, I think there's a device up there specifically designed for that purpose.
Well, here we have, I'm not sure, but it appears to be a seedy little plant.
Lovely plant.
Actually. Do I hear a bid? I didn't think so. I'm moving right along.
Pugsley, you've been up there too long. I'm afraid you might get hurt. Come on. My new home surgery kit is here, and you've got a spleen with my name on it. Fine. Suit yourself. But in the meantime, I'll sterilize the scalpel for you.
Our next item is this truly unusual clock. The bidding opens at $50. Anyone? Oh my, it looks like we have 50. Do I hear 60?
$60!
We have 60. Yes. Could I get 75? That's 75. Unbelievable.
$1,000. Querida?
Darling.
$1,100.
Going once?
Oh, Gomez, we both had the same idea.
Going twice?
But of course, we are of one mind and one heart.
Sold for $1,100 to Clayton Howell III.
Capital!
Oh, for that kind of money, it better be housebroken.
You're all mine. Come to Papa, you ferocious feline. He's all mine.
Our next item is this medieval Iron Maiden. As you can see.
Mr. Addams, or $10?
He's handy around the house.
$10.
$10, player, 15.
$25.
25, 30, 35, 40, 40, 45, 50, 65, 75, 80, 85, 90. Say, Pugsley. Pugsley, son. We tried to get your clock back. We're sorry. Won't you come down and talk to us?
I'm afraid he's beginning to like it up there.
Dark, damp, musty? What's not to like?
Thanks a lot, guys. I was this close to becoming the love toy of a psychopathic 80-year-old.
Too bad. She sounds like she would have made a nice addition to the family.
Well, the good news is I lost 3 pounds while I was trapped in that Iron Maiden. Maybe I should market it as a diet aid.
Now, Fester, I hope you used some of that time while trapped thinking about the true spirit of giving.
I did. And you're right. I was being selfish. Selfish, selfish, selfish. Next year, I'm going to go through my entire collection of explosives, and any that are malfunctioned, I'm going to give to a needy family.
Your generosity brings a tear to these Castilian eyes.
Surprise.
Lurch, you got the clock back.
Did you hear that, Pugsley, darling? Your tiger's come home.
Thank you, Lurch.
This is fantastic. But tell us, old boy, what happened to that Clayton Howell III fellow who outbid us? Ah, there's nothing like the call of the wild to bring a family together.
Does this hurt? Yes. Does this hurt? Yes. Does this hurt? Yes. Does this hurt? Yes.
Isn't it nice that Pugsley's finally out of the chimney? And playing with his sister again.
Yes. We must have done something very right.
Now, Wednesday, what did we tell you about the eyes?
Quickly.
That's a good girl.
I did so enjoy the charity auction. There's nothing like giving to revive the spirit.
Speaking of reviving the spirit.
Good night, children. Don't forget to unlock the doors. Personally, I prefer a sport with a little more action.
Hello?
Ted Turner, please.
Who's calling?
Gomez Addams.
Ted Turner here.
Ted! Listen, I think I'm going to pass on those Atlanta Braves of yours.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yes, right. Well, give our love to Jane.
I will. Goodbye.
No wonder he's so anxious to unload that team. This sport doesn't have any future.
Checkmate.
By Jove, you're right. Wait. You mind if I take the last 19 moves over?
Of course not, darling.
No offense, but you guys take forever to play a simple game of chess.
Another blowout on the information superhighway, old man?
That computer gives me nothing but trouble. First a national security breach, and now this.
Oh, dear. If we're going to be stormed by the National Guard again, I really should move the urns. Last time I was sweeping up Cousin Flem for weeks.
No, it's not that. Well, you know the TNT chat room, right?
Who doesn't?
Well, there's this woman I've been exchanging recipes with, Yvette.
Yvette? Fester, that's French. Oh. Right. Sorry.
Anyway, she's coming to town. She wants to meet me.
She must be a woman of impeccable taste.
And a twisted sense of humor.
She's with the Laker girls. She's probably all thin and trim and, well, I'm a tad out of shape.
Nonsense. You're a lovely shape.
Perfectly round.
Well, not for long. I'm going to be on a strict diet from this day on. Starting tomorrow.
What's this? Uncle Ripper's old magician's kit. I found it in the attic. Here. Pugsley, if you're going to be my assistant, you have to learn to stand still.
This Loch Ness lasagna looks delicious.
Come now, children. Play with your food.
Would someone pass me the puree of aardvark?
Certainly, Mama.
Roast yak. Yummy.
Could someone pass me the Eye of Newt? Thank you.
Fester, you haven't eaten anything all day. Are you sure you wouldn't like something else?
Thanks, but no thanks. I'm going to lose weight for Yvette's visit or die trying.
Looks like he found a way to do both.
Oh, look, dear, he's finally coming around.
Where am I? Who am I? Does anybody have any cookies?
Excellent. He's back to his old self.
Now, Fester, I really think you need to eat.
You're right. Diets just aren't healthy. I need some more nutrition. I think I've got some right here. Jurassic chip, my favorite.
Face it, Fester, you don't have the self-control to go on a crash diet.
I know. I'm a weak man. A round, weak man.
I've got it.
You gonna get me some chocolate sauce?
No. I'm gonna turn you into a lean, mean muscle machine.
Great! Can we do it after dessert? I'm feeling a little peckish.
Now, there are certain scientific principles that apply to boxing.
I'm no good at science. I flunked biology for eating my frog.
Look, Fester, you won't have to starve yourself if you work out every day.
I don't know.
Trust me, this is guaranteed to make you irresistible to women.
Are you sure?
Have you seen the way Morticia looks at me? Now hit it straight on. Follow through.
Well?
And always keep your eye on your opponent. Excellent form, old boy. Don't forget to keep your head tucked. Fester, are you okay?
No problem. Wednesday's saw broke my fall. Morticia, Gomez, this is killing me. How was that?
Great! You did that last smile in only 45 minutes.
Oh.
Fester, today, we're going to 100.
100?
Don't worry, we'll keep a good eye on you to be sure you overexert yourself. Ready? And un, deux.
Tish, that's French. You know what that does to me. Please, say some more.
I think it's so sweet that Fester's going to all this trouble to impress his lady love.
Ah, courtship. Remember when I used to fill your room with thorns? Serenade you with dirges? Shower you with diamonds and snakes and cages of tarantulas?
Darling, that was only last night.
You're right. Let's relive those magical moments. Fester? Fester!
Maybe Fester needs to seek professional help.
An undertaker?
No, a personal trainer.
Trainer?
You may look tough, but I bet under that 8-foot frame's a wall of fat. Not bad.
Not for me.
You must be the personal trainer.
Oh, so you must be the client. You better be up for some hard work. After all, that potbelly wasn't built in a day. But I think I can I think I can trim you down.
But I'm not the client. Tish, do you think I'm getting a pot belly?
Of course not, darling. You have the physique of a gymnast.
I am cut, aren't I?
Well, if you're not my client and you're not my client, then who?
Are you my trainer?
This is gonna be a challenge. I live for challenges.
Well, where do we start? Hip-hop? Spinning class? Cardio funk?
Actually, with you, I think we're gonna go a slightly different way.
What's the matter with that ease?
Cock in formation again, and it's off to the brig!
Toro.
Tish, that sets my Spanish blood afire.
Mon amour.
French, that sets the rest of my blood afire.
Mother?
Wednesday?
I want to see how secure this trunk is for my magic show. Do we have a water tank I can drop it into?
No, but you might try the river.
Good idea. Wednesday, can I come out now?
I'm glad our children enjoy playing together so much.
And more importantly, so do we.
I wonder how Fester's doing with his personal trainer.
What?
worry about him, Tish. I'm sure he's doing just fine. After all, he is an Addams.
Mirror, mirror in front of my face. Who's the biggest loser around this whole place? Look at that. Even my grooming aides don't respect me. Who am I kidding? Yvette's never gonna be interested in me. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life alone. A big, pathetic, molten blob.
Have you seen the Morticia?
No. It's too cloudy and gloomy to see anything at all.
Exactly. Care to take a walk with me to an open grave?
But of course, mon cher. Gomez, did you hear something?
Seems to be coming from outside.
Pathetic. Blob. Pathetic.
Do you think that's part of Fester's training?
He'll be through the door in a minute. We can ask him.
Fester, why on earth were you ramming your head against the door?
I was trying to get my mind off my problems.
By knocking yourself unconscious?
It's worked before.
What seems to be troubling you?
Yvette's coming tomorrow, and I've got no time left to get into shape. She's never gonna want me now. I'm a failure. A round, weak failure.
And?
You don't understand. I really want Yvette to like me. But how can she when I don't even like myself right now?
I see. Fester, I think it's time you forgot about the outer you and started focusing on the inner you.
Mama's right. What really attracts women is an unerring self-confidence. Just ask Gomez.
Really? Self-confidence? And I thought you fell for me because of how I looked in a Speedo.
There you are, Fester. These books are guaranteed to put you on the road to greater self-esteem.
Joy of Narcissism, Unlocking Your Inner Egomaniac, and Me. Thanks, Morticia.
I just hope you find them helpful.
Well, if nothing else, I can always stand on them and look taller.
Fester, try this on for size.
I don't know, Gomez. I'm not so sure this look is really me.
That's the point, Fester. It's not about the look, it's about the essence of the man.
Easy for you to say. At least your essence has a waistline.
Now, Fester, granted Gomez is the best-looking man I've ever met, but our relationship is based on so much more.
God, you still think I'm the best-looking man you ever met?
Mais oui, mon cher.
Tish, that's French.
Sorry, old man. Save my place.
I believe you were telling me how your relationship is built on more than just physical attraction.
Oh, right.
I was also taken with Gomez's suaveness and sophistication.
I'll try anything once.
That's where I put my exploding cigar.
Hurry up, Mama. Yvette will be here any minute.
Relax. You don't want to look lifelike, do you?
I got the shine off your boots like you asked me to, Uncle Fester.
Thanks, Pugsley.
Pugsley, there you are. I need you to help me with another magic trick. Don't be such a scaredy cat. All you have to do is jump through the hoop. Really? That's it? Would I lie to you? Now take a running start and jump.
How do I look?
Like death warmed over.
Thanks, Morticia. You really know how to make a guy feel good.
Now remember, suave.
And self-assured.
Follow me. Miss Yvette.
Yvette?
Fester?
What an interesting couple.
They're almost an interesting quartet.
I thought you said you were with the Laker girls.
I am. I drive their bus. I thought you said you were a little bit on the chubby side.
Well, I've been dieting and exercising a bit.
Well, I could see that. You're nothing but skin and bones. I like my men with a little bit of meat on them, something to sink my teeth into.
I think she means that metaphorically.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Look, Fester, I'm sorry, but you and me, it just ain't gonna fly, babe. You understand, right? See you in the chat room. Ciao, mate.
I don't believe it. After all the trouble I go through to develop my inner man, and she blows me off just because I'm in tip-top physical shape.
That is a little shallow.
Tish, best not to rub it in.
Dear Fester, I'm sorry things didn't work out with Yvette.
Oh, well. C'est la vie.
Fester, that's...
Don't even think about it.
And now, for my final trick, I will make my debonair assistant disappear. Help! Abracadabra, yada, yada, yada.
Bravo! Bravo!
That was excellent, darling.
Thank you all for coming. I'll be here all week and drive home carelessly.
Wednesday, darling. Aren't you supposed to bring Pugsley back?
What for? I was only trying to save us money on food.
Wednesday. Always thinking of others.
It's so nice to have such a well-adjusted family.
Wednesday? Wednesday!
So lovely to find a sport the whole family can enjoy.
Even after you're dead and gone. This looks like it was Cousin Hector.
Ah, Cousin Hector. He always did have a good head for sports.
Uncle Fester, it's your turn.
Ahem. See, children? Horseshoes isn't as easy as it looks.
I know. Let's play darts instead.
We thought you'd never ask.
Bullseye.
The Addams men have always been lucky.
Lucky in love as well.
Mon amour.
Cara mia.
Game over. Why couldn't we get parents who don't like each other like all our friends?
Yeah, some kids get all their breaks.
time with feeling. Excellent! Excellent form! Thank you for your assistance, Fester.
My pleasure.
Now that I'm all warmed up, I'm ready for you, dear brother.
Darling, I think Thing is trying to tell us something.
Thank you, Thing.
It's a letter from Pamplona, Spain. Gracias, Thing. Darling, do you know a Senor Molina in Pamplona, Spain?
Don Javier Francisco de la Mancha Molina? Of course I know him. Our families go all the way back to the Spanish Inquisition. Don Javier is also one of Spain's most celebrated bullfighters. Ooh, I'm dizzy.
Look, darling. Senor Molina and Consuela are coming to our house to stay.
Excellent. I haven't seen Consuela since she was teething on a caftanet.
Perhaps I should plan a party with a Latin theme in honor of our guests.
Querida, with you at the helm, I have no doubt it will be magnifico. On second thought, let's forget our guests and have our own private fiesta.
Gomez, I'd recognize you anywhere.
I'm Lurch, the butler.
I knew that. I am Don Javier Francisco de la Mancha Molina.
Don Javier!
Gomez?
Don Javier!
Gomez! My old friend.
Consuela. You have grown into such a beautiful woman.
Oh, Senor Addams. Gracias.
This is Maria Consuela's chaperone.
Welcome. I'd like everyone to meet Morticia.
So nice of you all to come visit.
Querida, this is my hermana, my sister, you might say.
Sister?
I had forgotten Gomez has a sister, too.
Please allow me to take you to your room.
Fester, why don't you take me on a little tour of the casa?
Gomez, help!
Ah, Fester. He just can't help turning on the charm.
Is there an I in the word? Sorry, no I.
Come back!
The children so enjoy playing hangman. Darlings, this is Consuelo Molina and Maria, our guests from Spain. These are my children, Wednesday and Pugsley.
Aren't they cute? Gomez is a generous man to take in her children as well.
Is your father really a famous matador?
Yes, he is. Oh, you just wait. He will tell you many stories of his great victories.
Victories? But we want to hear about when he got trampled. Or at least gored.
Ooh. Oh, well, my father, he has never felt the end of the bull's horns.
Then he should give the people their money back.
Now, children, if you'll excuse us, I'll take Consuela and Maria to their room.
Wednesday and Pugsley are very, how do you say, curious.
Why, thank you. We try to encourage their young minds to wander. This is one of my favorite rooms. It doesn't get any sun.
Oh, you're so gracious. I hope you don't mind that Maria and I are moving in.
Moving in?
Oh, yes. Did Gomez not tell you about the promise he made to my father?
I don't think so. But don't worry, Gomez always honors his promises. He's very kind.
And wise. Don Abier speared the last person who went back on their word. Oh, poor Granny Abier. I miss her.
If you don't mind my asking, what promise did Gomez make?
To marry me when I turn 25. Tomorrow is my birthday.
I'm sorry, I must have misunderstood. I thought you said you're planning to marry Gomez.
Right, I marry Gomez, your brother.
You mean Gomez, my husband?
See, my husband.
Your husband? Who? My Gomez?
My Gomez.
Don Javier, I'm surprised to find that Consuelo never married.
Yeah, good women are hard to find. Almost as hard to find as bad women.
Even for a handsome devil like you, Fester.
Ouch! Hey, no pinching the merchandise.
Why not?
Because I find you repulsive?
Oh, you don't fool me, my little doughboy.
Hey!
You know, Consuela has had many offers of marriage, but she has remained true to her childhood intended. Now, finally, they are going to wed.
To Consuela.
Consuela. Now, about the wedding. How does an evening ceremony at one of your fine old Spanish cathedrals sound?
Why, I couldn't have planned it better myself. Perhaps Morticia will be the maid of honor. We'll make it a real family affair.
I see. Splendid.
A family affair?
Don Javier, this is for you, in honor of your impending nuptials.
I have so much to learn about your American customs.
He loves me. He loves her. He loves me.
Away! Away! Ah, querida, I've been looking for you.
Gomez, we need to talk about this wedding.
Ah, you've heard. I must say, I'm really looking forward to it. I told Don Javier you'd be happy to be maid of honor.
Gomez, you insensitive cad.
You're absolutely right, darling. I should have asked before I committed. But our families are such old friends, I was sure you'd just want to be a part of it.
Think again, Senor Addams.
She must have got a look at the bridesmaids' dresses.
Dear cousin Ed, Gomez seems determined to go through with this marriage to Consuela. What shall I do? Boil him in oil. Maybe as a last resort. Perhaps you'd like another woman around the house, but I wouldn't. Cousin Ed, that's a brilliant idea. After I show Gomez the dire consequences of his actions, he'll drop that Latin Lolita like a hot tamale.
It's written by Don Pheri.
Yes, I'll put in a good word for you with Consuela. You would make a lovely couple. Thank you, Cousin Ed, and to you.
Ah, there's nothing like inline skating to do some serious damage to the knees.
Gomez, what's the name of that heinous crime where a man marries two women?
Bigamy, my dear. Of course, it's a game few men can play and win. Unless it involves Siamese twins.
Do you like my painting?
Interesting.
Recognize the face?
I'd recognize that face with my eyes closed. It's Cousin Crimp.
Gomez, it's you.
There is a resemblance.
Doesn't it send chills down your spine?
Gives me goosebumps. I've got the perfect name for it.
What?
Joy. That's disturbing news.
Yes, isn't it?
The weatherman predicts sunny skies for the entire week.
Didn't you see the item about the jealous wife shooting her husband?
I never read the sports pages.
Gomez, it's the headline right there.
Oh, yes. Very messy.
Very.
Poison is so much easier on the carpets.
Say cheese.
Cheese.
Aha! This one's a keeper. What's the occasion?
You needed a current picture of your devoted family. A reminder that your wife and children depend on you for love and security.
What a splendid idea. Lurch, don't forget to make an extra copy for Consuela and Don Javier. After all, they're family too.
Everyone scowl and say homewrecker.
Homewrecker.
Help! He's after me! Oh no! She's closing in!
That does it. I will not sit by and let my marriage disintegrate. Gomez may be a two-timing rapscallion, but he's my two-timing rapscallion, and I will get him back.
Hey!
I love a man who plays hard to get.
Who's playing? Hors d'oeuvres?
Gracias.
Nothing like the sting of jellyfish for that extra punch, huh?
Mama's last batch burned the taste buds right off my tongue. I propose a toast to the happy reuniting of the Addams and the Molina families.
To our families. And now I would like to propose a toast to my daughter Consuela and to her charming...
Why, that must be the entertainment for this evening.
Senor Cardona.
Welcome. Senor Cardona is an accomplished flamenco dancer and will be performing for us this evening. Senor Cardona, Consuela Molina, our guest of honor.
A splendid idea. Lurch, my guitar. Gracias.
Senor Gomez. Senor Gomez. May I?
Of course.
Gracias.
Magnifico. Not bad for a beginner.
Would you like to see me dance?
Would you like to see me run?
He sends shivers down my spine. Bellissimo.
It is time for my toast.
To our wonderful guests from Pamplona.
I'll drink to that.
That is very kind, but I would like to propose a toast
To
to...
Consuela, a beautiful flower blooming in her prime.
I'll drink to that.
A toast to...
Toast to...
To my future son-in-law,
I'll drink to that.
Gomez Addams.
Gomez Addams?
Well, surely you remember. You proposed to Consuela when you were 10.
You proposed proposed when you were 10.
Of course, I proposed to everyone when I was 10. Then I turned 11, and I gave up romance and devoted the next year to medicine. Don Javier, I can't marry Consuelo. I'm already married to Morticia.
What? You are married to your sister?
I'm not his sister. We're husband and wife.
You have two-timed my Consuela? You insult my family. Pistols at 10 paces.
But Don Javier, you're the best shot in all of Spain.
That is why I did not say swords.
Oh, goody! A duel before dinner! Smell of gunpowder always perks up my appetite.
I will not allow bloodshed in this room.
To the cemetery!
This is almost as good as a bullfight.
Let the duel begin. 1, 2.
No, I won't let this happen.
Guess we'll have to shoot around her.
Easy.
Papa, no, this is not necessary.
Come on, the suspense is killing me. And I like it. Ouch!
Shoot.
Senor Gomez, please, spare my father. Oh, querido mío. Oh, what have they done to you? Look, Don Javier, they're in love.
But he is only a dancer. What will they live on?
On love. And on the wedding gift Gomez and I have.
Wedding gift?
Cash, dear.
Of course, cash, the currency of love. Will $1 million be enough to get you started?
Gracias, señor Addams.
De nada, old boy.
Muchas gracias.
Gomez! I always knew you were a man of honor.
To love.
To love.
Hey, that's the worst kiss I've ever had. Ouch! My neck! Do it again.
Don't you hate a happy ending?
Okay, and now to engage in that ancient Spanish tradition, the running of the bulls.
You're all set, Uncle Fester.
Ah, our Fester. Always trying to teach the children about other cultures.
Pugsley, release the bull.
Ah, there's nothing like a good trampling to set my fiery Castilian blood aflame.
Caballero mío.
Tish, that's Spanish. Oh well, just as good.